Hello everyone and welcome back. So what's on tap for today? Well, we've got another video of our lovable leftist lunatic ladies at the View, who I call the Rear View. And this time they're talking about Reverend Al Sharpton. Reverend Al Sharpton? When did this race hustler, this race baiter, I thought he was, I haven't been even hearing about him, but all of a sudden he's back in the news. And the Rear View is going to be talking about him. So we're going to watch the Cackling Hens with their verbal diarrhea talking about the Reverend Al Sharpton and what he's up to. We're going to do that in the next few seconds. But before we do, we just want to let you know that you're watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I'm your guest host. My name is Dr. Nasir. Like, share, and follow us. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to those lovable lunatic ladies at the Rear View.
Protesters have taken to the streets of Florida. Yes. To rally against Governor DeSantis' so-called Stop Woke Act. And Reverend Al Sharpton took the mic to give Ronnie a Black American history lesson yesterday. Take a look.
After 57 years of Jim Crow, it was education. Brown versus the Board of Education that kicked off in 1954, that inspired Rosa Parks to sit down a year later in 1955. If you would study history, Governor, you would have known to mess with us in education always ends to your defeat. You talk about Florida is where woke died. We went from woke to work. And we gonna work on you, DeSantis, until we tell the whole story.
I mean, you know, the craziest, because we hear from people and people get very annoyed when we say things. So I just want to clear a couple of things up. He wants to argue that Florida mandates teaching Black history. It's been mandated since 1994, but funding was never mandated. It's been poorly enforced, and 11 of 67 of Florida school districts are considered to be truly meeting the mandate. Most districts limit instruction on Black history to Black History Month. Then, ye should also know, Florida's statute doesn't want students to persuade towards a view that goes against state academic standards. But, Ron, your own statute says students should learn to understand the ramifications of prejudice and racism. But when you cherry pick and you decide what is going to be taught, it makes it hard for me to take you seriously because you're saying, you know, queer Black history isn't Black history. Well, queer history is American history, is Black history. There are Black gay folks. There are Black gay. So when you start cherry picking who is not enough to be taught, then, you know, you can't really push back and say, well, we're not teaching. Yeah, you're not teaching it. American history is American history. The things that were good.
I just got to stop right here or I'm going to have a moment where I'm going to start throwing up. Because the verbal diarrhea, the cackling that's coming from Whoopi, I took a Jewish surname and culture appropriated. When she's talking about there's only one history in America, and that is American history, which encompasses all the history of the United States of America. White, Black, brown, Chinese, Japanese, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, Italian, Irish. I mean, whatever ethnicity you want to talk about, American history brings that in. And there are enough classes now where they do go ahead and talk about individual ethnicities and their historical import and importance in the United States of America. But for you, every single damn time that you cackling hens, especially you, Whoopi, you are a race baiter, you are a race hustler, you are a race traitor in the same name, the same vein as Reverend Al, I'm not so Sharpton anymore. I mean, every single time you guys, enough with the freaking race. God almighty, you guys make me freaking sick.
Good about America and the things that were bad about America are the way young minds learn to be better America. That's how they learn.
No, they don't learn that way. That's just BS. Full
Ron
of
DeSantis
BS.
went to Harvard and Yale.
Yes, he did.
So he's got a very good education. Now he doesn't want anybody else to have it. You know?
And that's famous, right? I mean, I took it seriously when Donald Trump said, I love the undereducated.
The poorly educated.
The poorly educated.
Yeah.
He said that specifically, and I think that Ron DeSantis is taking, that page out of that playbook, because the less people know, the easier it is for those people to sort of gaslight them and snooker them.
And here, once again, Sonny, the absolute racist, bigot, Hostin, who has, appropriated names and culture and color and race and ethnicity and done everything possible to shy away from her own heritage and then spin it off as if she's totally black. All right, this woman has the nerve, the temerity, the guts to say that, again, these are code words that the left uses, that black people use, that progressives use, especially blacks that are bigoted and racist and race traitors and race baiters and race haters, like Sonny Asuncion Cummings Hostin. When she talks about it, again, it's code for, guess what? You Hicks and Hayseeds, we're just a bunch of stupid idiots. We can't think for ourselves because they're not that educated. Maybe just went to high school. Maybe just got an associate's degree. Didn't go to a big prestigious college. So you're just a bunch of stupid moronic idiots. That's the way these guys feel. These are elitist scumbags, folks.
I think what's so offensive to me, and Whoopi, you kind of just alluded to it, is that he only targeted African-American AP studies.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything else was fair game. You could learn about Latinos, you could learn about Japanese, you could learn about Asian, everybody, but not black folks, which are the very foundation of this country.
Well, those are the ones. But the black
full of
community in
crap.
this
She doesn't
country
know what the hell
has
she's
suffered
talking
from
about.
slavery. That's why he doesn't
Well, we
want to
built
talk
this
about
country
it.
for free.
He doesn't. I know
Oh,
that.
God,
All you're
here
telling
we
me-
go
I mean,
again.
he doesn't want people to know that because it'll make
Exactly.
white people feel bad.
And we want our reparations for it, and he doesn't want to pay for that.
That's
where
what
he
this
began,
is all
right?
about.
He
Yeah.
began, no, what this is all about
Well, do tell, baby.
What this is all about is getting on Fox News. What this is all about is fanning the flames of grievance, of white grievance. What this is all about is manufacturing culture wars that do not exist, so that he can come out like William Wallace, the guy in Braveheart, freedom. Listen, I live in Florida. I live under Governor Ron DeSantis.
You gotta move, Anna.
And it's like every day I wake up and wonder what he's going to be. What's the flavor du jour today? What's he going to be against today? He's against AP. He's against DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. He's against ESG this week. He's against electric stove.
don't forget.
He is against LGBTQ. I think he's gonna ban the alphabet. Holy hell! He's so bad. He is so damn bad. He's even against MIK, EEY, MOUSE. That's right. Does he try to take?
He's against everything. He's against MIK, EEY, MOUSE. He's against all of them.
Every time I look at Ana Navarro, I keep thinking that, is she really Sharo? Gucci. I'm really not sure. Anyway, let's continue.
Take out Disneyland.
But you know what's really important, though? That people, we were talking about this yesterday. I said to you, I don't know why people aren't protesting. And all those people, the business community, the LGBTQ plus community, its allies, the African-American community, the parents of the girls who they wanted to ask about their menstrual history, all those people need to come together and protest and lift their voices. But we need to do it together.
Well, we are doing that, though.
Yeah.
You're going to come to Florida?
No, I'm saying that you just saw Al Sharpton there. Yeah. I think that these people, these fascists out there like DeSantis, they think that we're just going to sit back and let them do whatever they want. No, we're not. We've seen this movie before, okay? Those of us who lived in the 60s and 70s, we saw this movie. There were many fascist tactics coming down the pike from Nixon and the rest of these fascists. That's what they are. And we protested and we ended a war that was illegal.
Yeah.
And we did stuff, and it's happening again. That's the good news.
But it's not happening. It's not happening enough in Florida. He's got.
Well, he tries.
He's
he
got a
does the-
Republican legislature that rubber stamps everything he
Well,
wants
that's
and
part of
everything
He
he
wants to
says.
divide
That's
everybody,
part of the
and that's
problem
part of
is
his
when you
tactic.
have only people who think like you and you put only people who think like you into place. That's not how people learn. You know, you talk about you're worried about the reparations, you're worried that black people want reparations. We have American reparations. It started with 20 acres and a mule. There's more to do. People who have
never
been...
got it.
No, we did get it. That's how my family got Florida
Y'all got 40
land.
acres and a mule because
Yeah,
my
we
people didn't
got,
get none.
Well, you didn't do what my people... Well, maybe that's because your people didn't come and sit on the front and say, we're not moving until you give us what we're owed.
Ooh, she just hit the dig right at the Asuncion Cummings Hostin, right? She just said, maybe your people. Whoa, racist and bigoted. Whoopi Goldberg, who's really using a Jewish name. I don't even know if she's Jewish or not. I don't think she is. Based on all the other past stupid, idiotic, moronic, retarded comments that the whoopster has made in the past. But she just went right after Asuncion Cummings Hostin. Maybe your people didn't sit on the front lines with our people. Unbelievable. But again, this was just another way to make Al, I'm not the Sharpton anymore, relevant for a few more minutes. Goes down there, gets his name out there, probably gets obviously some money, right? Shysters some people, okay, and gets their money for his, I guess if he still has that NOW organization where he still owes a tremendous amount of back taxes or whatever. And the IRS, are they going after Al, I'm not so more Sharpton anymore? No, of course not. He's got multi-million dollars he owes the IRS. Nobody cares. But this is just making him relevant for another 15 minutes of fame. He'll fade away, come back like cockroaches do, all right? When they're around and they're scurrying around, that's exactly what Al Sharpton is. Anyways, folks, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your guest host. My name is Dr. Nasir. Love for you to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and follow us. Put your comments down below. Let us know what you think of the video. I'll leave you with my final thought, which is, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. We'll see you again next time, folks. Take care and stay safe.